Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Makakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Haru Well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Man of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. And I have a couple articles from ZeroHedge.com, which what's been going on with these migrant or immigrant crisis. All right, they've been letting these people come in from South America. They could be coming in from anywhere really, but they're coming up through the Mexico border, and basically, as we see, running amok. They're taking over apartment buildings. Here it is, the government's giving them all type of food stamps, giving them grants, giving them money to buy businesses. All right, a wide range of different things. So, it's all over the place. And obviously, you got to see past, just what they're telling you, because it has to be, they have to be doing this for a reason. All right, they're setting something up to piss you Americans off, have you on edge. Here it is, the average American is already struggling, to make ends meet. And then these immigrants are coming in and are being gifted homes, and they can very much, I'm pretty sure most of them are Israelites, of these, of the Northern Kingdom. And they're all coming up here for one or two reasons. On a spiritual level, they coming up here to be delivered, or they're going to be a part of that 2/3 that get left here and melted. All right. There's a lot of them, though, coming up. But nonetheless, the government, or Esau, got some shit going on, all right, by allowing these different gangs to kind of set up shop here and there, and then also them giving out all these grants, this extra money, food stamps and shit to these Venezuelan families and other Latin tribes. All right, so there's something going on. All right, they're trying to spark a reaction out of you Americans. All right, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, but nonetheless, all right, we're starting to see how they're trying to bring out that order out of chaos. All right, they're allowing this chaos to ensue so they can go in and bring order. Slocky. So let's get into it. From ZeroHedge.com. All right, it says leaked U.S. Army documents thousands of violent Venezuelan prison gang members run amok across America. It says the investigative reporter James O'Keefe published unclassified information from the U.S. Army North Division on X, or Twitter, revealing that the Venezuelan prison gang wreaking havoc across the northern Denver suburbs of Aurora have become a nationwide crisis. Law-abiding Americans will soon feel the growing consequences of the Biden-Harris administration's failed open southern border policies. Right? It says of importing the third world into the first world. Right? In America, we've been saying to the spirit, America is about to be a third world country anyway. All right, so that these different things that you would think you would only see in these other lands, the Lord is bringing it here, as we said through the spirit. It says O'Keefe Media Group has obtained controlled unclassified information from the U.S. Army of the North Division, highlighting the growing presence of one of Venezuela's largest criminal organizations in the U.S. The document states that the Tren de Aragua has established a presence in Brooklyn, Bronx, and Williamsburg, New York, with approximately 400 TDA members living in these cities. The CUI also warns that TDA members in Denver have been given a green light to fire on or attack law enforcement. With Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, in New York receiving a similar report. So they're about to allow some shit to go on to justify, bringing about martial law. If these different gang leaders or gang members are being given the green light to open fire on law enforcement, what do you think is going to ensue after that? All right, law enforcement eventually will be overran, So they're gonna have to go up as far as the force, right? Homeland Security, FEMA, these different UN troops, if they deem this something that's getting out of control. It says the document details how the criminal organization is using advanced technology and surveillance, highlighting the danger to U.S. military personnel and law enforcement. It states coordinated efforts between local, state, federal law enforcement and the military are crucial to protect against these expanding threats. With National Guardsmen recently seen in subway stations across New York City, the situation is escalating as Venezuelan gang members linked to the TDA have been involved in violent incidents, including an attack on Colorado apartment complex in late August. So this is what you're seeing, man. And they got the documents here, all right, that they're obviously this has to be a coordinated effort then. If it's already in different states across America, not just in one little, portion, all right, this is definitely something that's coordinated. All right, you seeing these they coming in, and these Venezuelans have already dealt with lawlessness. All right, so they're coming up here, and if they're not getting away with shit, or they're not getting caught with shit, they doing exactly what they was doing in Venezuela, tearing shit up, because that country has already been pretty much wrecked into a third world country. All right, you see this map. I can't tell you exactly what's going on, but hey, through the spirit, we here to report it. All right, we're gonna see what they try to do. They're definitely gonna try to take an angle. All right, so that's that first one. So they're coming out saying that these gangs are pretty much across America. Then I have this article right here. All right, it says, now I'll just read pretty much a little bit. It says, can't take it anymore. Residents of Springfield, Ohio beg for help after 20,000 Haitians overwhelmed city. Eat local wildlife. So look at that shit. So now you just got these tribes that they're bringing in from all over, just taking over these different areas, and it's even pissing Jake off, man, of the Southern Kingdom. Not just them taking over, but also them getting grants for houses, them getting food stamps. They're trying to spark a reaction really out of you Americans, especially going into this time of the election. All right, but we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We ain't about to do nothing. We're just here to report on it, because we see through the spirit what they're trying to do. Right. I'll read a little bit of this. It says the city of Springfield, Ohio, population of 60,000, have been overwhelmed by roughly 20,000 Haitian illegal immigrants who flocked to the city, exacerbating a significant housing crisis, according to city officials, and eating pets and wildlife, according to locals. Look at that. During an August 27th city commission meeting, one local resident said the Haitians were in the park grabbing ducks, cutting off their heads and eating them. Look at that. Another local resident, posted on Facebook group that their neighbors had a cat go missing, only to see it hanging from a branch, like you do a deer for a butchering, and the Haitians were carving it up to eat. That's nasty work. All right, so you got from the Venezuelans to the Haitians, and both of those so happen to be nations where Northern Kingdom tribes come from, man. Well, not Northern Kingdom, but the Haitians are Levites, all right? But they're tribes in Central and South America, in the islands. So we see the angle they're trying to take, all right? But hey, they're gonna allow things to get violent, all right? And you people, especially you women, you're gonna be out here without a hedge, all right? Hey, our hedge protection is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? But we're here to report these different things because, as the scriptures say, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of the devices of these devils that they're trying to push. And we know through the spirit, really the Lord is bringing these different, is putting the spirit on them to do this, so that, hey, when Jacob's trouble pops off, all right, all hell going to be breaking loose, but also this is going to give them a reason to come up against the tribes. In 2 Ezra 16, it says that there will be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Ultimately, that's going to the Israelites. whether you consider yourself an Israelite or not. Didn't they say in 2025 there's going to be like 6 billion people to die? They're about to pull all the stops, man. And for America, they're using this immigrant thing to really come up against all the tribes, whether you are born here or not. They're trying to get rid of you. Right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Right? This is coming upon the whole world. This judgment that the Lord is bringing. Verse 15, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another." Didn't you see when they said them gangs were over in Aurora, Colorado, you had the Hells and Angels and all these different biker gangs saying they're going to get their ass up out of there. You know, that's one people standing up against another. And hey, all these different states that are open carry now, all right, you're gonna have the modern day sword come into play, the gun. It says, "In swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men," right? And invading one another. You going into somebody's property that isn't theirs. You ravaging and pillaging somebody's shit that doesn't belong to you. It says, "And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings or princes." They're not going to listen to the powers that be. That's why there's going to be a time of straight up anarchy, lawlessness. And with that lawlessness, they're going to try to bring in a reestablished order. And they're going to be justified in doing so. It says, "In the course of their action shall stand in their power." Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." All right, they're gonna implement martial law at some point if it gets too out of hand. Verse 18, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be afraid." It's like the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And if the men are going to be afraid, then what about the women? Verse 19, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword." And we keep bringing this up because this is a very real possibility that it's going to be happening. You know, hey, maybe not to us directly, but we're going to witness it. You know, these different gangs ransacking people's houses. You know, in Isaiah the 13th chapter, it speaks about houses being spoiled. You know, children being dashed to pieces and wives being ravished, man. All right, the scriptures don't say in vain. So we bring this out because, hey, we're telling, hey, all of us, ourselves first and foremost, to get our households in order, man. Things are about to get rocky, and the fact that they're doing something on a major scale with these different Venezuelans and Haitians and whatnot, all right, they're setting something up big. Verse 19, again, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." See, and the famine hasn't even totally hit. Just wait till these storehouses, start getting ransacked and they're empty. All right, you're gonna see these so-called civilized people act not so civilized, and we've been saying this for years now through the Spirit, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone to the men on down. Okay. So like I said, I don't know exactly what they're trying to do. I don't know their angle, but we know that there is one. So we're going to continue to watch as well as pray as we've been commanded to do. But just wanted to bring out this information. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Haru well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.